Good morning, Sat Nam, to all lovely beings that partake in our challenge. This is day 5, and we are well on our journey. Even though day 5 is still kind of fresh, we're still in the honeymoon phase, but we're getting somewhat more familiar with the practice. At least the little cues are starting to be familiar. We now know the meaning of Adi Mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We know the root lock, where we've had enough practice to establish our breath during the two different types of pranayama. And as you could see, my Viking has fixed my tripod. Handyman is a jam. Okay, we're going to tune in. Increasing the practice today. I'm not going to tell you for how long, but see if you can notice the difference, or take it as an opportunity to really go deeper, lose track of time. That's what we do. We transcend time and space. When we meditate, nothing else matters, just our inner universe. Bringing the hands in front of the heart center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, gently close your eyes, lift the gaze up to the third eye. Exhale, push all the breath out, draw the belly button inward towards the spine. Inhale one more time. Suspend the breath at the top. Dwelling at the third eye, set the intention for today's practice. That's always an option. And exhale. And let's inhale deeply to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath, lift up the root lock, hold the gaze at the third eye. And exhale, relax. Okay, so we're starting right off the gate. Interlace the fingers. Index fingers are extended up, pressing the palms together. Thumbs are crossed. The tip of their fingers are at the level of the nose tip. Your eyelids are lowered down, gently gazing at the tip of the nails. Segmented breath through the O-shaped mouth. 4 inhales. In, 1 exhale through the nose out. As you inhale, keep your mind on the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma to keep the thoughts at bay, and the mantra being your mind's current. So here we go. Deep inhale. Exhale. Set in a good yogic posture, chest up, chin in, and begin. Inhale deeply. Stretch your arms out to the side, palms facing up. Really stretch up, lift the root lock. You may close the eyes all the way down. Retain that breath. Through the nose, exhale. Again, really stretching in horizontal direction and vertical. Inhale. Lift up the root lock. Dwell in the third eye space, the space between the eyebrows, stretching the fingertips, stretching through the crown of the head. Through the nose, exhale. Last time, spread the fingers wide, like that, palms facing up. Inhale. Tighten your entire body and really stretch. Exhale, bring the hands onto your lap. Hold this space for a moment. Just noticing any sensations, being the witness, observing yourself. When you're ready, take a deep inhale and exhale, and open your eyes. And we'll prepare for our second meditation for self-blessing and guidance by intuition. This one is, you remember, arms are up overhead. The distance between the fingers is about 12 inches. Thumbs are down. All the other 4 fingers are creating like a little dome. So this is kind of like our halo, the arc line that, according to Kundalini Yoga teachings, it says that we have an arc line from earlobe over to earlobe. Most of us don't see it. Some of us see it. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't really matter. I think that this is my safe space, my little shields up dome, and when I do this meditation, it's kind of like me extending it out a little bit. You could create whatever intention you want for yourself. What's important is that we do the practice, and the practice works. So here we're doing inhales through 8 strokes through the nose, exhale 8 strokes through the nose, and then suspending the breath for 16 seconds. So a stroke is a second, so that gives you the rhythm. And I am going to use the metronome. I turned off the little chimes, so hopefully it won't be dinging at all. Just gonna give it a shot. Okay, good. So that's about a second. In the end, we stretch our arms and we inhale, and we also stretch our throat. This is to open the heart center, the throat. When you tilt your head back, just do it carefully without aggravating any existing neck issues if you have them. If you don't, kudos. Still, don't throw your head back. It's about stretching the chin forward and really lengthening these muscles and all the subtle energies that are here at the throat. Anything else? And now again, just like with the first meditation, we want to keep the mind steady on the mantra. So as we're inhaling 8 strokes, we're reciting sa, ta, na, ma twice. As we're exhaling, we're reciting it twice. And then on a suspension of the breath, you want to make sure that you're not leaking out any breath or inhaling. On a 16 counts, we're reciting it 4 times. You could use your fingers to help you count, but after a while, see if you could smooth it out, the inhales, the exhales, and just letting the breath be as refined as possible. So without the abrupt, make the inhales really small to fit in the eight little inhales. So here we go. Again, this one too, extending the time for a little bit longer, and notice how that feels. I always feel the long meditations give us the opportunity to really practice, because generally in my own practice, I could be meditating for 31 minutes, but only a fraction of that time would be what I would feel not perfect, but like in the flow. So say like 11-minute meditation, maybe 5 minutes would be like, ooh, I really don't know where I was. I mean, I was here, but it was just so effortless. And that is something to observe for yourself. Like, where do you feel like you're one with it and you're not the doer of it? Doesn't mean you're escaping somewhere, traveling in the ethers. You're here, but it becomes, it's not a struggle. It's not a resistance. It's like, ooh, let me get into it, The best analogy I could give you is food related. Say you have a plate of pancakes and you're pouring the syrup on them. It's like, it is complete now. It is like, it's made, it's done. That's kind of what I think of it. Okay, for those of you that are foodies. All right, here we go. We're gonna bring the arms up, fingers are together, thumbs are down. Inhale deeply, lift the shoulders up, and as you exhale, let the shoulder blades down. Eyes are not fully closed, just eyelids are down, and begin. And now deeply inhale. Stretch the arms back, tilt the head slightly back, stretching the throat, stretching the chin. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Stretch the arms. Lean slightly back. Open through the shoulders, the chest. And exhale. Again, holding this meditative space for a moment. And when you're ready, inhale and exhale. So I'll just share with this particular practice. Today I decided not to keep the breath in segments, but really smooth it out and just count to 8 seconds, inhale, and count 8 seconds, exhales, to see if that was what is meant for, for this practice. It felt a little different, rather than having the sips, I just kept it flowing and I would mentally count. But then I look at the book and it says, breathe in a 3-part pattern. Inhale in 8 equal strokes, exhale completely in 8 equal strokes. And so then my mind says, no, you're not supposed to smooth it out. You're supposed to have distinct strokes. So who's to say what's right, what's wrong? But again, we practice. This is why it's practice. And I just wanted to share that with you. So, all right, we're going to seal the practice with one long Sat Nam. The breath of gratitude first for showing up and doing this practice. Inhale. Bowing to yourself for taking a time to connect with your soul, your heart, your body, your spirit, your intuition. Exhale. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you for being here today, and I will see you tomorrow.